Alright guys, here we are under the rig. We're going to try and do this in one take. Transmission fluid on a 2016 4Runner. You've got your fill plug up here. I don't know if you guys can see my finger tapping on it, I hope so. Up in here, we're going to take that off first. Check the gasket. Looks beautiful. We're going to reuse it. I know there's some religious people out there that are going to tell me that that's not a good idea. You have to change it out. Well, I'm working with my resources available right now. For me, I'm reusing it. There we go. Now the fun part. Catch the fluid coming out. There we go. Oh, they get one drop on the ground, that's it. Failure. And that's a crush washer right there. We're going to inspect that. We might replace that one. I'll let you know. Just for now. Okay, so next step. I'm hooking up a what do we got here? The one that fits. It's a 10 mil. So these are all 10 mil. I'm gonna hook up my trusty switch driver. If you guys do carpentry, this is a fabulous device. And let's just go ahead and start taking these puppies out. I'm going to keep them in somewhat of an order. I haven't taken these out before yet, so I want to make sure they're all the right length. Okay, we got one more to go. You can see that the seal is opening. This is perfect. I want to preserve this gasket. If I have to buy a new one, I will. Fucking A. Tell me the gasket. Whoa, whoa, I hear some gurgles. I hear the gurgles. I'm preserving the gasket. That's all I'm doing right now. Actually, I could feel there's quite a bit of fluid left in here, so I'm gonna get my smart ass out of the way and drop this puppy down. Everything looks good otherwise. And there's our wonderful little friendly neighborhood filter right there. The filter. Here we go. Check it out. Take off these 4 bolts. And you're gonna be set. Hopefully. $10mm. Just like the pan bolts. But I assume they're gonna be different. So make sure you don't mix these fuckers up. Assume it's just a little gasket inside there. Yup. Fun times. Well, that's what happens when you remove it. And I can see the rubber O-ring is inside the other piece. Right now, I'm worried about this gasket right here. Don't lose that. You're fucked if you lose that. And that I would prefer to have on top of the filter itself. This is gonna pop back in place. That's how to get it back in. Always kind of play with it, double check, make sure it's gonna fit back in how it should. And then if you think you lost any parts, that's why we have the pan hanging out directly under here. All these little fucking magnets that are in the tray pan here, and you can see how gummed up some of these are. Take all these off, clean them really good, clean out the pan, make it cherry. Okay, so this part's important. This is the clean pan. So clean, look at this, watch this. No solvents, don't use solvents. All you gotta do is get that crud out of the bottom, that metal shaving crud, and then put all those magnets that you cleaned. Look how cherry it is. Looks so good. Place those guys right back in place and you're set. There we go. Now the reason I'm not using any solvents in here at all is because I don't have time for all that noise. I gotta have a clean surface without a chance of degrading the oils that I'm about to put in here. Part of the reason is because I don't want to get any solvents on the gasket that I'm gonna reuse. Yes, it's a bad idea. Ask any mechanic. Replace the gasket. Well, replace the gasket if you can. If you have the means, replace it. I only had the means to get the oil right now, so I'm doing the oil. Done. Okay, O-ring, filter, O-ring on filter. Here we go. Just massage that puppy in. There it is. You feel it seat. It just sat down for me. It's perf, my girfs. I don't want it to pop out. I can feel it. Like there's just a little bit of want to give. So I'm gonna slip these bolts in real quick. Grab your torque wrench. Make sure it's adjusted to spec. Okay. Now, start getting ready for the pan. First, I'm going to double check this surface. The gasket on the pan is cherry. It's a technical term. This looks suspect to me. This looks like factory gasket maker. I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. I'm just double checking a perfectly clean surface here. Actually, this is how I check for a clean surface. Just feel it. You can feel it with your fingers. See, I felt a little bit of something right there. Okay. It's feeling good. Oh, a little speckle. I don't even want one little speckle. I'm reusing the gasket, so I'm not in affordance of any little speckles. See, that seat feels good right there. And you might have to like, fuck. I know this is tough for beginners. You can kind of feel a perfect seat. You can feel when it just it sits right in place perfectly. And this is it right here. Right where I have it right now. So now is when I want to throw some more bolts in. Yes. Oh, and they thread in. See, if you start threading the corners, and the corners thread in good, it's lined up. And we're gonna get that good pinch all the way around because we're still gonna do a cross pattern when we tighten them down. Don't forget that cross pattern. Criticals. You're gonna get transmission fluid on you. Get over it. Wash your fucking arms and hands after. Now we gotta get these in quicker. Now you know that little device I used to take them out? Don't fucking even think about using that to put them in. If you fucking use a screw gun to put these sensitive bolts in, you're gonna fuck up your transmission. And then you're gonna say, oh, I saw this guy on YouTube do it. And you're like, fuck that. Watch. Now these are just going, I'm not torquing these down yet. Again, I'm gonna break out that fancy snap-on torque wrench here in a minute. I don't know if you guys watched The Dirt. That Motley Crue movie is a fucking good movie. Oh, I hear dogs outside. A couple doggos. Now it looks a bit of a mess right now. Don't worry. This is gonna fix itself. This is all gonna be clean. And again, I might have to fast forward. Hopefully I have enough battery for all this noise. Yeah, the specs of putting 1.5 quarts is bullshit. That's for if you just do the drain from overflow. That's not the capacity of this thing. And I was cleaning the whole pan out, so the pan after it was drained, it still had like 2 quarts in it. I hope you can see this. Look, see this little guy up here? It's just because of the height of this hose, it's short. I just grabbed one of these pumps just for this gig, and as you can see, it doesn't even fit this quart jug. It fits the regular small bottleneck quart jug, so this is what we're working with. Again, you gotta make it work. And you see me make it work. Okay, I'm gonna keep filling these up with quarts. When I have about the right amount, I'll come back for the next procedure. Laters. Okay, so here we are. We've pumped about as much fluid back in that we've taken out. Now we're gonna fire the engine up, cycle it through the gears, take off the overflow plug with the engine running. If nothing leaks out, we're gonna pump some more in. If it leaks out with the engine running, I'm just gonna let it go till it dribbles and then plug it, and that's it. I put a little more than I should because I would rather just do this, let it drain out. Temperature's good. It's 100 degrees outside, so it doesn't take long to get 104. And that is that. Here we are back from the test drive, and it runs cherry. Okay, here it is, back from earlier. As you can see, there is no leaks, no seepage, no problems. It is perfect, and it shifts perfect, and it does 100 miles an hour without issue on a closed course. And that's it.